Hello folks, welcome to the Urban Rider Studio, where on this occasion I have all the luggage with me. There's quite a few different items here from a company called Enduristan, and they started I believe in about 2008, but they are new and fresh to us, and they really do have a huge variety. So I'm going to give you a range overview of their lineup, and you can find links for the full range in the description. I am going to exclude the Hurricane backpacks. They will have their own separate video, which you can find using links down below as well. And when I say there's a huge amount to go through, I really mean it. Practically any panel, any part of your bike that you choose to mention, you'll be able to find a specific piece of luggage from Enduristan that you can attach there. And just about all of them come in a variety of different sizes as well to suit your needs. There are a couple of different overarching themes across the whole range of Enduristan, specifically the luggage, like the fact that they are incredibly hard wearing. They are abrasion resistant, they are tough, they are durable, and that is important for the stuff that you might want to be transporting in these. They're also lightweight. Now, it's fine going for things like hard luggage, but they can be a little bit more cumbersome. They definitely are more heavy. Sometimes it's nice to go for something a little bit more lightweight like this and a bit more bespoke. You can tailor this in a little bit more. And they are fully waterproof. That goes for the dry bags that you can see here, the bigger luggage options. That goes for the tank bag, the tail bag. All of it is fully waterproof. And when it comes to waterproofing, there are grades. There's a spectrum of how waterproof something might be. This is one of the most trustworthy options for waterproofing that I've personally seen. Some of the other things you'll notice looking across the range is they are made from the same material. So that's universal across all of these items. And it's three-layered, in fact. So you have a rubberized polymer to the outside. That's your first level of waterproofing. It's also really grippy, which for certain items becomes more useful. Obviously, you don't want your luggage sliding around. You want it to be grippy, and you can see from these that they are. The middle layer is a 1000D nylon, which is abrasion resistant, hence the fact that previously I mentioned how tough and hard wearing they are. And you'll notice a vinyl interior, red in color, so it's contrasting. You can find your stuff on the inside very easily, and again, that adds to your waterproofing. You'll also notice that these seams are heat welded. Again, this adds to waterproofing. Now, if you do have a crash and your bag takes a trip down the road, or if you go off road and you tear it, they actually have a kit that you can use to mend your bags, so you don't need to throw the whole bag out. You can mend it and make it watertight once again. On certain items, when they fit against things like your tank or the more delicate metal areas of your bike, you will notice that it has a TPR layer there for further grip and to make it a little bit softer actually there. Like I say, a little bit more delicate on your metal parts, so you're not scraping it up or scuffing your bike. Now you'll notice that on things like the tail bag there, but it's also on the saddlebags you can see to my left. These are the Blizzard saddlebags, and they come in a variety of sizes. You can get small, medium, or large. Those are either 6 litres, 8.5 litres, or 12 litres in capacity. And I believe rather than the entire bag getting bigger, it's more just the width. So if you go for one of these smaller bags, it will be a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more slim. So if you are filtering through traffic, that could be a useful thing to consider. The Blizzard saddlebags come in at £280, or at least that's the starting price, and then they go up based on the size. They have the same composition that I previously mentioned for the overall construction, and then they have this TPR section on the inside where they will be against the rear section of your bike. And it's important that I mention they are not heat resistant. So if you have high pipes, bear that in mind. They do actually sell a heat shield, which you can use as well to make sure you don't melt your bags. Obviously, be careful depending on the type of bike you've got or the type of mounting situation you have, but it's good that they have options at least. And you'll find that across all of these. If there is something that you're concerned about on your bike, chances are they've already thought about it and they have a solution for you. There's a huge amount of accessories available as well. You'll also notice across the range things like molly webbing, so you can have some sort of modular form and function to your bags. You can attach other bags to other bags or other things if you want to, using those straps, which could be handy. In particular, on the saddlebags, you can attach the base pack. It mounts quite easily on the bottom of the saddlebags if you want an extra bit of storage. It has a roll top function, which is one of the most tried and tested methods of making sure something is waterproof. So you put your stuff in there and obviously roll over the top, and then you've got these compression straps on the side, and you'll find that across, again, a lot of this range. So if you're not going to absolutely bulk it out to the max, it's useful that you can strap it down, make it a bit tighter so your stuff isn't just rolling around loose in there, upsetting your balance. The item just in front of me here that you can see is a tank case. So this is the Sandstorm. This is actually the 4H. The smaller option is the 4X, which I think will be the most popular of the range, to be honest. They vary mainly in terms of size, and the price reflects that as well. So I believe there are 5 different options, and they start from £140. The rest of the case is going to be very similar regardless of which size you choose. So you will have an additional map pocket on the top there that is Velcro fastened. You can take that off, or if you had an electrical item, something like a phone on the smaller item, it's actually got a pass-through little hole at the back there where you can charge your device if you want to, and you can find that as well on the case just there. You can see the cable logo. So if you've got something electronic on the middle, then you can also charge that whilst you're out riding. It won't affect the waterproofing. Like I say, very reliably waterproof across this. As with all of these items, they are pretty easy to fit. There's a little bit of fiddliness once you first get them, but they don't take a lot of time, to be fair. With this one in particular, you do actually attach a clip to your bike, which remains there even if you take the bag off. I mean, you can take this off if you want to. It is just a thick cable tie, but basically you'll fasten this to somewhere on your frame that you can then clip in the rock straps. Rock straps you'll find as a theme throughout this as well. The same actually with the size of the buckle. So in terms of the modularity, you can attach certain things to one another because they have the same male and female end, so you can actually use these clips ubiquitously across this entire range. But basically this little thing gets attached to your bike, and then that remains there. Like I say, it's only small, you wouldn't really notice it anyway, and then when you take this on and off, you just clip it into place and it secures it firmly. Then we have the tail pack coming in 2 sizes, small or large, and these start at £150. Very similar in construction to the tank case, and you will notice again this TPR section on the back there to make it a little bit more grippy. You've also got these eyelets on the front, so you would mount it this way on the rear seat, on the pillion seat, or if you've got a luggage rack, you can put it on there as well. You'll notice this bungee, you can tighten that in, put something on there if you want it to dry. You've also got this little pouch here with mesh. Again, that will allow airflow through. You will see more webbing across this, so you can attach straps to it if you need to mount it in that way, or what they've actually designed here are these little loops. Now, what I will say about that is they are a little bit smaller, so just double check these will fit with your racks or with metal parts of your frame if you are going to loop that over. Basically, you need to find somewhere that you can attach that to and obviously tighten it in. But if you are concerned about that, like I say, you have plenty of different options because you've got loops across this and you can couple it with other straps if you want. Again, you can use their rock straps if you need. And if I show you the waterproof zips on this one's actually quite smooth. Something you'll find are a little bit stiffer. Now, that is a good thing, trust me. The reason for that is they actually give you some silicone grease to grease up your zips. That's not something you often have to do, but with certain things, more with the Hurricane backpack, it was more noticeable. But these zips, because they are that waterproof, are a little bit stiffer as well. So you might want to go around with this, but you do have that at least. So if you do need to use it, it is there. If you don't need to use it, don't worry about that. But as you can see from the inside there, you have this vinyl liner for waterproofing. You've got this zip pocket, so you can stick something in there, and then some more storage there, and then a fairly large capacity interior. I believe it's either 6 litre or 9 litre, depending on the size. If I just move this out of the way, you'll see this is actually a fender bag. So again, a wheel arch bag, but you can find other uses for this, I'm sure. Ultimately, it's just an extra bit of storage. But like I say, practically any square inch of your bike, they have you covered. They've got something for you as an option. The big boy over here is the Tornado roll top bag, which is probably a form you're more familiar with for luggage. So this actually comes in 4 different sizes. Actually, one of them is really quite big. So you've got small, I believe this one here is a medium, you've got large, and you've got extra large. These start at £78, and the capacities are either 20 litre, 32 litre, 51 litre, or the really big one is 82 litres. Now this style of bag is about as simple as it gets. Basically, you unfasten that and then you roll it over. If I just undo the clips first, that'll be handy. So yeah, you just open that up. It's one big pocket on the inside, roll it back over and then secure it in place. And again, you can use these compression straps just to make sure it is tight and nothing's loose and hanging around in there. But this one will need some straps to secure it to your bike, which I don't think it actually comes with, if I'm remembering these specs on this correctly. You can double check the description on that. But the rock straps that they sell in actual fact, like this, will work absolutely fine. And if you haven't got rock straps in general, these are just a really useful, versatile accessory to have regardless of what your needs are. There's always that one occasion where you find you need to take something home and you didn't bring enough luggage for you. Having rock straps has saved me on multiple occasions. So basically you would just attach this bag using either these rock straps or any other kind of straps you might already have yourself or want to source elsewhere. As with all of the other stuff that I've mentioned thus far, though, the big selling points to the roll top bag are the versatility, the lightweight nature of it, and the very reliable waterproofing. Another very useful luggage option from Enduristan that I should mention whilst we're here are the base packs, the 6.5 or the 12 litre, which couple together really nicely with other items from their range, or you can just use them by themselves. And there are loads of other accessories. Honestly, I've just scraped the surface with what they actually offer. So check out the full range on our website if you want to. There's things like a bottle holder, a tool pack, definitely a useful thing, and again, couples really nicely with anything else of theirs. Please let us know in the comment section down below what you think of their range, or if any particular items stand out to you as worth a merit. And you can find the links to all the items I've mentioned so far in the description, and I will see you soon.